Hi, this was a special request, so hello there. The left one is Aaron from Oh My Girl, and the uh, other person is Subin from Tomorrow X Tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. So, at initial thought, they are hosting a show together, I think, don't know much about it. But the thing was like, if these people came to me and said, will our relationship work? In the long term, yes, in the long term it can. In the short term, there might be some clashes, but this is a actually they're very compatible. I was actually surprised because sometimes people just ask me, are these celebrities compatible? Then I can by glance see that maybe they're not. But after a long time, I think I'm seeing that in celebrities forms that two people are kind of like made for each other. Now I don't know in K-pop. I think first thing is that the guy is from a new band, and I think what happens is that the person cannot date anyone for the first 3 years of the contract. It's something like that. Again, as I said, East Asian community is very disciplined, so they breaking tradition but doing it secretly. They're human, so it's up to them. But in the case if they are dating, that much knowledge I cannot have. That is beyond my knowledge. But the thing is that if they are compatible, yes, most certainly. I will tell you why. See, first of all, we see that the head and lifeline, headline red, lifeline blue, right? So they are separate, just the perfect amount of separation. She also has a very good hand. Maybe I'll make a palm reading of hers later on. And then we see his hand, the headline blue and the lifeline black. They are joined together, which shows that uh, the opposites attract factor plays in here, because here we see a woman who is very confident. She has the right amount of confidence. She doesn't care what people think. Now what will happen in her case is that in the case that she attracts this guy, now this guy is also younger, but it doesn't matter here specifically, because as I said, this woman does not care about traditions. Her head and lifeline are separate. So younger, much older, she doesn't see the age factor. She just sees the personality because her viewpoints are independent. But this guy, he is very in the case he has this, even though the hand overall the hand shows uniqueness, the fingers show a unique standpoint, unique thoughts on life, the Venus mount is very large, a lot of love to give. But what happens is, in the case of the head and lifeline being joined, is that the person wants to follow the tradition. Basically, if suppose there's a king, he has two sons. Basically, just imagine that both are lined up for the throne. Both are twins. I have no other example to give. So one, imagine that one will have this head and lifeline, and the other will have this head and lifeline combination. So this person with this one, they will follow tradition. They will go whatever their parents say, they will do, because they know that in the long term they are looking for long term results. These are long term thinking people. But in her case, we see that she, even though, of course, I won't say that this is she won't get the throne or anything, but the thing is, she thinks independently. She has actually the right amount of independence, but her thoughts, she does not let her thoughts be the company's thoughts. She does not let what other people say be her words. So, as we can see, that this woman defies, it defies tradition. Even though rest of her hand is a very well balanced, overall well balanced, so she will in the end reason out, and her reasoning ability is very strong. Some people, they're too emotional, but she is very, what do you say, reasonable. Now in the case of the heartline, now the heartline is interesting because both have very similar heartlines, actually extremely similar heartlines. So it's starting from Saturn, starting from underneath the middle finger, Saturn, and very straight, ramrod straight, and similar his heartline also very straight. You see this red line here. So here we see that even this is very good actually, because this means that if they are into each other, they would keep it secret and they would not let the public know about it, or do their best not to know the public about it, because they are not people who want to publicize the relationship. Now, where the problems actually occur is that as this woman, she's balanced, and what do you say, that she has this, like, she has an attraction, especially for men who are very unique. Now, in this case, this guy is very unique because, as I said, the fingers, overall handshake, or you can see his palm reading on my channel. Though everything about him is unique. I'll just link that palm reading in the description of his, and if I do hers, I'll also link it in the description. so that you can know what I'm talking about exactly. And we also, so yeah, so she will be attracted to him. She will make the first move. Why? Because the head and lifeline are separate. So we can see she will make the first move. She is even more confident. This guy is a person who has a lot of love to give. He is very generous, very caring, and she wants that, because the thing is that the Venus mount, his Venus mount is large, her Venus mount is normal. So basically, in this case, what happens is that this person, Aaron, will become attracted to this person. Like I'm just giving this scenario. But what will happen is that this person is younger and he won't want to risk it. But we will also go through the astrology and numerology indications, and then I'll go into that. But the thing is, these both people are smart. I don't think they will have any problem keeping it a secret. In the case that because they're highly compatible, so if we see that the headline of both of them is long, both have long headlines. That's why I'm saying they're very they're where their things have to match, they match, and where they don't have to match, they don't match. So as the headlines are compatible, both of them are thinking long term. So they won't be making any, in the end, they won't be making any decision which will become publicized, which will become like, where the executives or anyone above them will start, becoming critical of them. So they will be very careful. If they're compatible, I would say out of a score of 5, yeah, definitely I would actually say a 5. That's much, that how high their compatibility is. Like if we take into account the fingers, mount, etc. And especially for the long term, because as I said, the people with also the headline being long, they also think long term. So that's why she has the right amount of confidence. She's a very actually successful K-pop idol. I think like if I'm looking at the hand, there is a lot of success. Like this person, she will get success continually and continually. And this person, because of his personality, he always wins out. He always stands out from a crowd. So overall, I think that if they are in a relationship, they are hiding it very well, and if they are going to start it, they will hide it very well. And maybe it will be years afterwards that people will know that they are in love in that case. But I would say that what you say that this, it depends on this guy, because he is like he is a loving, caring person, but he also knows that he has to not defy tradition. So it could be that she tries to make a move, he doesn't respond. This is also a very likely scenario. Then we go to the astrology aspects. This Erin, she is a Gemini. Yes, June 18th. So she's also number 9. So basically, number 9 people, they, if they get attracted to someone, they can get very crazily attracted to them. And this is a person who can, fit that category. As I said, he's unique. And he is actually a number 5. Now, what will happen in the case that he's a Sagittarius and the number 5? But what happens is when the Sagittarius is combined with the number 5, their risk-taking ability is actually lowered. Yeah, because 5 is by the planet of intelligence, Mercury. So 5 also make some times those decisions which they regret, but they instantly try to rectify it. Like suppose they get caught and this guy will be like, and someone comes to them that you have to end the relationship or your career is over. So this girl might not budge, but this guy will definitely budge, because the thing is his love is not only for her, because it's a growing love, right? So his love is for the fans, for the community. That's even a bigger love, because it's he has a crush on her or she has a crush on him. So I'm just saying that when people will explain to him, he will reason out. He will reason out, and he will, because he sees that more people love him than her, and he knows that if we cannot be together right now, we can do it later. But what will happen is that in her case, because we have to also see that she is very romantic as well. She actually won't show this, but the headline going deeply into the Mount Moon similar to this, but his headline is very straight in the beginning. So she is the romantic of them. So she will be hurt. And what will happen is that, of course, she won't be hurt in that much hurt that she won't start a relationship ever again, but she will stop talking to this guy. Again, I'm just giving scenarios. It's not like this is going to happen, then you guys get worried. So this is the astrological and numerological aspect. But overall, a good hand. But in the case that if someone backs out of the relationship because of the, fame and popularity, money, so this person will. This person is because he will see things in the long term. His headline is much straighter, and he has a unique thinking, which will attract her. But she will be, yeah, she will not talk to him again, or maybe not even take part in the show again. In that case, if it happens, if he leaves her very early on, and she is very extremely attracted to him, but that's like what happens when you have the birth number 9. 1 plus 8 is number 9. December 5 for him is number 5. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this palm reading. If you do want a Aaron palm reading like separately, do let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. Goodbye.